Yeah.
pretty well. Uh, they have their own lives, man. And so,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's extremists on
right,
either side, and they're just
Right.
interviewing these
that's
extremists.
right, and they're on the far fringes of the either side, and everybody else is in the middle, just like, all right, I want a hamburger today. It's Taco Tuesday. Yeah,
Taco
Right.
Tuesday.
yeah, yeah. And Thursday because it begins with a T also.
So
Hmm.
Ginger, what have you been like? I saw your message in chat. Excuse me. Was like you tried to end your life. Let me tell you from experience. Um, it as a
So,
person like going through PTSD and all of that.
yeah.
Um, you have your moments where like when people push your buttons and you don't know what to do. You're like panicking. You're depressed. You're stressed out. Um, my because I take EMDR and that's really helpful. They
What's that?
they huh
Yeah, I don't know
What
what
is
that
that?
is.
EMDR is like therapy for people with PTSD,
Oh,
and it also helps you like with like stress, anxiety, and all of
oh
those things.
no, I'm medicated. They just messed up my medication. I was
Ah,
having extreme anxiety attacks and panic attacks, and
I had that.
they were trying to fix it, but then guess what? This second psychologist, like the first, left the
Mhm.
company I go to for my meds, and so I had to start with a new person. And the new person, on the first time, she adjusted my medication, and it
Yeah.
just effed me up on a Monday all the way to the Friday that I tried to actually do something. So I
Wow.
Uh,
overdosed, and I
What,
barely
all
made
week?
it.
All week it was like gradual overdose or something?
Yeah, because I had to wait till my next appointment.
Right.
It was
that
messing me up slowly, and then on that Friday, just an argument I had,
Right.
like, triggered my bipolarity, and instead of saying, hey, you want to do this, it goes, hey, do it now. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
yeah.
had
yeah.
to
Oh,
be,
fuck yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
So,
like
like, I'm fine now. It's just they're still
yeah,
adjusting my anxiety meds, but very slowly,
Yeah.
yeah.
which I
Like
prefer.
like there were. I mean, honestly, there were times my family would argue with me, my friends argue with me, and so forth, and I'd be like, "Hey, you're triggering me," because I have really bad triggers. I just
Yep,
don't tell people. But
yep.
like when they start to trigger me, I sometimes, self-harming. That's a habit I've been doing since I was 17. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not
I,
good.
yeah, I've gotten hospitalized at least 5 times, like over this year because I was heavily drinking. I was
That's not
doing
good,
all,
especially with meds. Yeah.
yeah, and I was in a hospital for 5 days.
Yeah, I
And
was in there for 7, and
mhm,
and then I did group therapy, and man, group
yeah,
therapy pulls stuff out of you because, like, you get one person talking, right? And you don't know, but they, like, make you think of something.
Well, and
yeah,
plus you
Or
see
they,
that
like,
other
ask
people,
you.
they're in that
Yeah.
same boat, right? You see people
yeah,
Oh,
in the same
yeah.
boat, so you can open
yeah,
up. Yeah, yeah. I can see that happen.
like,
And I really, really liked it. I made good friends with so many people
yeah,
inpatient and outpatient. And,
like,
yeah.
I told, like, when I was in the hospital, this year, I said to one of my nurses that how come I'm always making friends in hospitals and in the out in general public.
And playing poker for food, didn't you say?
Yeah, I
Oh,
used to say,
I got really good at blackjack. No, not blackjack. Yeah, blackjack,
nice.
actually.
I like spades.
That's what
Like I
Keiko
think,
said. She was beating
I've
people
never played.
for beating them in spades for their food.
like, yeah, like I would keep
Well, I didn't gamble. It was just pretending to be at a casino,
Yeah.
but we weren't gambling.
Oh, she didn't lose any food or nothing?
No, I was
No.
barely eating. I was barely eating. My anxiety.
Right.
Yeah, but
I would play that.
I got off the med that messed me up, and I was like back to my giggly self, perky, making
Yeah.
people feel better.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Ginger.
Mhm.
Yeah, good.
Like when I was in the hospital, I mean, I met people that play spades a lot in the activity room, so I would like be like, "Hey, let me try to play spades." I've always been wanting to play spades and learn how. And like I told Booby that I used to keep snacks all in my room, and when it came time to go to the activity room, I would bring them out, and we would gamble for snacks.
That's funny. Look at those
Hey,
legs,
it was,
Reese.
huh?
With that lighting, you look as pale as me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, his old legs. Wee wee. Yep. I mean,
But
I used to have a tan. I don't have a tan anymore.
what kind of tan? Barbie tan or Ken tan?
Can tan. But that was back when,
Oh,
or I guess, what is it? Which one's darker? I had a dark tan.
Definitely Ken.
um,
Ken? Okay, that's me
yeah,
then. I used to be able to tan really easy, but that was back when we didn't care about the sun giving you cancer.
I go
yeah.
freckling. And as soon as I feel like I need to go inside, I go inside.
Right.
Which is
Well,
like within 10 minutes.
right. Well, I mean, you have freckles, and so you're going to get more if you
Well,
out in the
yeah,
sun too
my
much,
whole theory is the freckles will unite and I'll look 10.
right? If you get enough
Not
of
that,
them, right?
no, my legs. I just do that on my legs. And I got because I barely freckle on my legs, which is weird. I don't understand. I freckle so much everywhere else. Like my arms and my face.
So yeah, we missed you, Ginger.
Yep.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna start streaming more. My husband is he's actually gonna stream with me. So he's gonna stream sometimes and then sometimes I'll stream, but if I'm not streaming and I'm playing with him, you'll see me on his stream. It'll be on the same
Aw.
account. That's why it's called Full and Ginger. Because
Right.
he's cool as full and I'm Ginger Cheeks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So how long did it talk you into getting him to do that? Because I know he didn't want
Oh
to
no,
for a
he was
while.
thinking about doing Twitch, but he was respecting that that's the only thing I have for myself until
Okay.
I told him, you know what? Why don't we just make it on my account? I'm already affiliate,
Right.
We'll just change the name.
Yeah, I think a couple things works as long as they don't do like that Brian's friends did.
What
You
what
gotta.
happened there?
He
They
said that
went
they
to
went to.
TwitchCon, and then he went to bed early, and she's like, "Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna stay
that.
up a little
Yeah.
longer." Yeah, and she ended up fooling around with the speedrunners.
That's why when couples go out to party, it should be couples, not one
Right.
part of the couple.
I agree.
Yeah.
We
Kind
were
of sometimes, yeah.
before I fortunately met Monica. We were at a comic convention once, and so my lady friend had been seeing. She says, "Look, we got invited to this party." I said, "No, we're not going to that party." And she's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "She's really nice and this and that." I was like, they're not inviting us to go to a group party. It's a group event, but it's not a party. And she's like, "What are you talking about, Brian?" I was like, I said,
Oh,
I try to
I,
explain it politely. I said they want to have a physical party. She says
Oh
no.
God, no.
She
An
says
orgy?
no.
No.
She said,
Oh,
and
come on, man! You
the
got to try
girl,
everything at least once, man.
that's a big negatory. So she
Booby.
finally asked her. She's like, "Did you invite us up there to fool around?" And she goes, "Yes." Like she straight told him. And she's like,
Yeah. What'd you
"Oh."
think?
So I'm like, "No." And then she asked me, "How did you know that?" I said, "I've been doing comic conventions since the '90s. As like the after parties are notorious. You
I
just,
had no idea that they were.
yep."
Well, now I know. Now I want to go even more.
When I was super young, this guy that looked like Santa Claus, but he was wearing like black clothing instead.
Mm-hmm.
He had suspenders though. Yeah, I was like a waitress, and he was really, really trying to make me go to a swingers thing, and I was like, no,
He was trying
thank
to.
you, sir. And
He was,
because I said no, he tipped really, really badly.
Oh.
he tried to get you to pull his finger. What?
Which finger, Vivi? Are you
I
that
know. That's
curious?
what I'm asking.
I can go track him down for you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to pull his finger. I didn't hear what you had to pull or something. I heard you say you had to pull his finger.
Mm-mm.
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 That don't work, huh?
Are you okay, Monica?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
Oh,
She's just
wow.
giggling.
She giggling.
Yeah.
She's turning red.
Now, our problem we have
Poor Monica.
with Monica being the tough woman that she is, we'll be at parties and then our like friends' sisters will hit on her and we'll have to leave the parties. I think it's so funny. She gets so mad. She's like, "Is it because I was a cop that they think I'm into women?" I was like, "I don't know, baby."
I mean, maybe. But, I
It honestly depends on the haircut. Depending on my haircut, I get hit on more by women.
mean, right? Like, we got
Yeah.
a butch haircut. They will.
Well, no, I had just short hair, and I would get more chicks hitting on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to cut my hair, man. Shit.
I was gonna say I get girls every day.
Oh shoot.
I put my
Yeah.
glasses on. I look like an old lesbian, man.
No, but
And I am. I am.
well now, like the other day. So the other day I went to go like do like important stuff. So my mom was with me. We were at Walgreens. So my mom was getting pissed because there was these two girls, like, actually it was like two or three of them. You know, like when the kids get out of school,
Yeah.
they were talking about me, saying she looks a hot mess. Is that a guy or is that a trans person? And I'm like, Mom, don't get pissed. But literally, I get this. I had to tell her I get this every day, just about.
Yeah.
That's a shame. The high school I teach at, they're pretty chill about all that stuff. Everybody
Well,
gets
the
along
younger
pretty well.
generation's more relaxed.
Yeah.
About that, anyways. Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some.
Man, dude, I was in Austin in the early '90s,
right
man,
back.
and I swear, dude, it was like this is all old to me, old news, kind of. It feels like because I remember back then, dude, it was crazy. My apartment complex had everyone living in it, like everyone, dude. And so I don't know, man. It seems like we're getting more and more used to it, really. And it'll get to where it doesn't phase people because who cares, right? Like just let
Yeah,
people
as long
do
as you don't
whatever.
try to convert me or my kid, we're
Yeah, I mean,
good.
people
Right.
just let people be people, and everybody has to deal with life and whatever.
Yeah.
And so
As
just
long
and it's plus it's
as,
too much of
long
a
as you
pain in the ass to
listen.
worry about everybody else.
I
Monica
figure,
needs to talk more. Monica, where are you?
she's she's still giggling about wiener jokes.
I
I make a lot of those, so you're good. Like the one you said that plays fast games. I was thinking, I wonder if his PP is aerodynamic.
Like
How
can
dedicated
fly?
is he?
Like can he fly with it? That's aerodynamic.
It's a bullet train. Watch him be so stuck up that he looked up the name of the bullet train and named it after it.
Oh man, like Some wiener vanity. Naming their wieners. That's funny.
Oh my God.
What gets me is you said, what do you
And
call
I
them
thought,
again? Fast
I
runners?
thought
You said it plural.
Speedrunners. Yeah,
Brian.
no, it wasn't just one guy.
Yeah, it was plural, you said. And I'm like, wow,
Wow.
it's a wild girl.
Uh,
Oof.
it's like I guess it was like sushi, small portions but
Yeah.
so many servings.
Right.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
hey,
20 points.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Ginger just ate sushi tonight, too.
I
Yeah.
love Steve.
Kind of.
Voovie, you know I stole that from Red Dwarf. That's a Red Dwarf quote.
Really?
Yeah, they're talking about Arnold Rimmer, the one woman that liked him.
Right.
She said he's like sushi.
Man.
So
That's a
funny.
great show. Everyone should see that show.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I wish I had a Sega Saturn.
Oh crap!
Well,
This is
that was
almost a
kind of
disaster.
random.
Just
Yeah,
out
what
of
What?
is that?
nowhere.
People are random sometimes. What is that?
I'm always random. I can't
Sega
help it.
Saturn's an
I
old,
know.
32-bit system, I think. And the games were like $300 a pop. They were crazy expensive.
I want to play
Sega?
Shining Force 3.
Yeah, I've heard of Sega. I just haven't heard of Sega Saturn.
Yeah, Sega Saturn was like the one that was, what is it, maybe the late 90s or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when that came out. That was like what was the other one? Sega Genesis? Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe that's the one I remember. Played Mortal
That's the
Kombat.
one I hear about the most.
Right. Yeah, that's the first one. I think they're who started competing
Boy.
with like Nintendo or someone. And we used to play
Hey,
Road Rash on that, and dude, it would get crazy. It would be fucking nuts in my house. There'd be about 10
I'm
people
sorry
waiting
for
to
being
play.
so random, though.
Man, I just made a huge mess.
Sorry for being so random, but I can't help it.
It is what it is.
Oh.
I go on tangents a lot, so you're good.
It is what it is. You know the game East?
No, I haven't
You
heard of
know,
it.
Oh my God. I remember that game.
When you said games like Galaga, I know that.
I know.
Didn't you say you played that, Keiko, the other day?
What?
Didn't you say you were playing Galaga?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. That's an old game now. That's a console. That's like a big freaking stand-up game.
So why did this gas station earlier had an old slot machine?
uh-oh.
Right? Uh-oh.
What? It's true.
Oh, well, I thought you were playing it for a long time. Watch your money,
What
honey.
slots?
Uh-huh.
I will not play slots again. I hate to not get a match.
Well, I mean, dude, they're complete. That's how Las Vegas was built on those. Like 100 people play and one person will win. That means they're getting 99 people's money.
Yep.
Yeah, it's literally that's how Las Vegas is built. And if those slot machines weren't there, that Las Vegas wouldn't be there. Because it's not that they're rigged, it's just your odds are so low, it's not worth it. My grandparents used to do that, man. They'd go there and gamble. It's
What
nuts.
happens
I'm
in
not a
Vegas?
gambler. I feel like I would lose a lot, and I have an addictive personality, so I'd rather not try it.
Well, we had these like game rooms. All there about 20 years ago, they had these freaking game rooms, and you would it was slot machines, cherry pickers or whatever you'd call them, and that you would win gift certificates to Walmart and shit. And you'd blow your money though. Like you could go in there and spend $100 in just a couple hours or less. And so I immediately knew that that was not for me. I already played poker anyway, so I knew wasn't gonna like it. I could see how you'd be addicted to it though. A person, not
Well, I'm
any
talking
person.
about gambling in general. Yeah.
Yeah, gambling. Yeah, horse racing and crap. Like Jax does in horse racing. She bets cheap though, like $2.
I love how y'all
She
are
does.
all consolidated on the anti-gambling, and meanwhile, I was over here like running poker nights since college.
Well, poker's
Well,
different
I'm
though.
saying for me, you know.
No, I'm just being funny.
Well, I don't consider poker gambling really. I don't really think it's gambling because it's a game of skill.
It is. You're right.
It is a game of skill, man. Like
I have
gambling
no
is.
skills, so I'm glad I don't.
We grew
Well,
up.
you
We
just
grew up
seem
With
as
like
my
any other
kids.
game.
As kids playing penny poker at my grandmother every house
oh,
every Friday.
Right.
And when we went to college, we used to do $20 buy-ins, and I would like supply the pizza, and we'd just have a good old time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's us too, man. We played poker for a long time since I was a teenager.
I grew up
Well,
with blackjack, but we never put money on it.
Hmm,
If anything, it was pennies, and they were all my
right,
mom's.
right.
that's funny.
I mean, blackjack is kind of a skill game. I don't really know blackjack that well.
Blackjack. There's a formula to
There
blackjack.
is one, yeah.
Oh, I don't know a formula. I'm not good
Me
at it.
neither. No, I would suck. I'd lose all my money if
It's
I did that.
Ginger. I do game making, and
Oh,
I I don't know if it's a neurological disorder, but I'm always crunching numbers and probability like constantly.
it sounds like a disorder.
That's a disorder. That is a damn disorder if I ever heard one.
I know, right?
Monica's like, "How do you do math so fast?" It's like I can see it. I can see all of it.
Well, you know how like in school they teach you one way. I could never do that, but I can figure out shit all the time.
Hmm.
If I can put it on paper, it's going to be wrong.
Well, it's funny you said that because in like up to high school, I had like a 2.6 GPA, which is like not great. And then I got to college where I could just study on my own and end up with a 3.9 in the master's program because I was
That's
like,
cool.
I just
Wow.
needed to learn how to study for my dyslexia.
That makes sense.
Yep.
My husband has that. Sometimes I get it, but yeah.
I think,
But he actually has it.
can you develop dyslexia? Because man, lately I've been reading words backwards. Like, holy crap, and then typing them backwards too.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, man, I think it's just old and stoned.
I don't know.
But maybe I'm getting dyslexic.
Oh, and stone.
Old and stoned, damn right.
How much?
How much? What? Old or stoned?
You said stone, so I was like, oh, he's one of those smokers, like daily weed persons.
I do. Yeah, I do smoke.
I was just joking.
Absolutely, I do.
I was joking.
But he's not joking.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
joking.
I
No,
I know you weren't, but I have to put the emphasis on the word stoned.
I like smoking. It evens me out nice and easy.
I had to put the emphasis on stoned.
Stone, man. Stone, dude. Damn right. It's not for everybody. I like it though. I like smoking the marijuana.
I did that when I was 25, but I quit.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Made you sick or something, right?
It burned the back of my windpipe.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't like
That,
it.
that just sounds like a good hit to me.
It was.
Like if you don't cough, you don't get off.
Hmm. Wow.
Some
All
people
right, I
suck.
need to take my meds and go to sleep. It's 1. I have to watch my kid tomorrow.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by, man. It's been great hearing
Thank
from you and having you
Ginger.
here talking.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you guys too.
Yeah.
And
Good luck,
bye,
Ginger.
You know
Rocco.
it.
Bye, Movie. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Give me a call anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
Bye.
Good night.
Yeah.
Keiko, are you doing any work?
Monica, you
I'm
scratch.
eating some pussies for a bit.
I can't reach it.
I am knitting a
Lower.
little bit, but I'm eating sunflower seeds.
Right there.
Okay, I'm just making sure you got till September.
I know. Don't remind me. Say,
No, I just did remind you.
I'll work on it tomorrow.
Okay,
I had therapy earlier, and then I came home, crashed.
right.
I crashed like a car on the side of the road.
Like a corn or a car?
A car on the side of the
Oh,
road.
I thought you said corn on the side of the road. I'm trying to imagine
Oh
corn
God, that's
crashing. Like, huh?
disgusting. Yeah, I came home and crashed earlier.
I know Brian's working. I can see him working.
I'm always working.
He's always working. This dude's busy.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
The hustle is real.
It is real. Oh yeah,
That
that.
was you last
Speaking of the
week.
hustle, that Staple Austin there
Yeah, check
near.
that out. That's cool, man.
So the guy that told me that he. When I lived in Austin on 43rd and Guadalupe, there's a right around the corner. It is a cool neighborhood. Like I said, that's the apartment complex I told you had everyone in it, like every kind of person. And right around the corner is Hyde Park Theater. And that dude, this dude that gave me this link, Make Every Media is his name. He streams here also, and he's in Austin, and it's a theater, man. Like a, and so they do theater productions, building the puppets and all that shit, dude. Yeah, it's really cool. And he told me about this media fair there, that Staple there,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows the guy that runs it though. Like he knows that guy, and so it wouldn't be hard to get into that. And they said the coronavirus kind of put the damper on it, but apparently they're getting back to it,
Yeah.
but not until next year. So that gives me a little time to get prepared for it. Yeah, I've seen the festival sites, and there's just not a lot of them. They don't. All the festivals don't list on those things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of them don't actually, is from what I can see. So getting those links like that are pretty lucky. I hope.
Once you start going to them, you're gonna have more and more pop up that you know about.
Exactly. That's what I'm hoping right there. I want to get to that first one and just, like this art walk here in Abilene. I figure that'll get, like some of the locals will know some of the more closer ones that we can go to
Yep.
that I don't have to spend a lot of gas and shit. Because the real far ones, I'm going to have my truck working to do that so I can go on my own. But the ones close, man, I can talk somebody into going with me and hanging out. The far ones, though, I'll have to drive myself.
I'm lucky Monica just drives us.
Yeah, man, that's what I like, sitting in the passenger seat and looking out the window. Yeah, or sleeping.
I heard that's what dogs like to do.
Look out the window. Yeah, stick
Yeah,
their
I was
head out the
making
window and then cut the cheese. Cut a big old fart in the car, but the dog has their head out the window. That'd be me.
yeah, I was making a joke.
Listen. I even stick my tongue out like a dog.
Okay, to each
Yeah,
his
I do.
own.
I figured that was endearing. Thought that was endearing of me.
How was your day earlier? Might as well say yesterday.
My day,
Uh
good. Well, it was. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. I was a little cranky way early.
huh. Aw.
Otherwise, it's good though. I don't stay mad too long. Or mad. I was mad. I don't stay cranky too long.
Did you and Clem make
Just
up?
me, Clem. What do you mean? No, it wasn't me. Clem's my buddy. We never argue about nothing.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah. I don't argue too much, man. There was a couple of years ago maybe. I chilled out. But it's a good day.
That's good.
I didn't get much done at all. This little pink thing here. I've been thinking about doing a painting with pink for a while, and today I was thinking, man, I just paint two paintings at once because that's what I did with Jack's and her mom's painting. And the painting I did alongside it was totally different from a portrait, and it turned out awesome. It's the yellow one I
Nice.
show sometimes. It's the yellow one, and it turned out great. So that's what I'm gonna try with this one. Because even though the dog has, it's the dog part of it has to be, it has to look great, right? The actual dog portrait, and the rest of the picture I can goof around with and make the color stuff like I do, but it still has its limit. It still has that discipline thing where you have to do the dog perfectly, right? Where this picture right here, it'll be me just being able to put the marks I feel like that day. And so it's a good balance to do the portrait and then this, it balances out.
Right.
Yeah, so that's, I like starting new paintings.
Sound like me with start new projects.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do like you were talking about. I used to do too many at once, and I kind of did with this coloring book. But I wouldn't have been able to do the coloring book and then three paintings at the same time. I started to when I first started the coloring book. I had said I'm gonna do the coloring book and then paint a couple paintings along with it, and I painted one, but it took me a while, and I didn't get a lot done on it, and it's still not really done.
Yeah, I try not to start too many things at once because if I have a deadline, I can panic.
Man, I'm pretty good with that actually. I don't know what it is, man, but like deadlines and shit, man, I usually am really good about like
Right.
getting it done. Like, 'cause if you don't, if I don't have a deadline, or if I don't set a goal for myself of when I want this done, I'll flake it off. You know what I mean? I'll flake out
Mhm.
and like do it when I want to, and just when I
Right.
feel like it. And there is no job that you can go to and keep it only when you feel like it. You
Right.
have you have to work even when you don't feel like it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, and so I had to learn that about art too. That's
So
one
many
thing I had.
people don't learn it.
No, they don't. They're like, I only do it when I'm creative. Well, I mean, if you want to make a living
Then
off of
it's
it,
I'm gonna say
Right.
it.
You got work.
Then it's a hobby.
right? Then it's a hobby. That's
You're
exactly
not a
right.
professional.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a artist. His name was Chuck Close,
Mm-hmm.
and you know who that is, Brian?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Chuck Close, Keiko. Just so I don't know if you know. Anyways, he was a artist. He painted these beautiful paintings of squares that had certain colors, and when you look back far away, you could see the whole portrait, and it was all these different colored squares with different designs in them. You'd see a portrait. This dude
Right.
was climbing a ladder one day, and he fell, and it paralyzed him. Right,
Right.
and he was an artist before that, but afterward is when he really got famous. Like, because this dude, first off, he didn't let that stop him, and he's the one that the first time I ever heard that you work no matter what. He's the first artist I heard say that, and this dude, man, he was
Right.
awesome. I mean, paralyzed from like the shoulders down. He had to have a stick kind of tied to his hand, basically, and he had a guy that mixed his paint and all this, helped him
Right.
out. Yeah. And I was thinking, that dude, that's how you do it. That if you're going to be an artist, you got to have that mentality right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like even with my hobbies, I aside from like jobs, but I typically work every day.
Yeah, you have to. Or I do. I like to work pretty much every day.
Right.
But then you'll work every day for a month and then take like a week off.
Right.
Sometimes I don't do that very often, but there has been times where I just said, you know what, I don't feel like touching a pencil, a paintbrush, nothing.
Because at my old job before they got shut down, right? Um, my manager asked me, "What do I do outside of work?" I was like, I was like, I craft and like I have hobbies that I tend to like 24/7. And it seemed like she got, most people got bored of that, but that's what I do. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's majority of the time I do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I, cause you got some of those managers that like to hang out and drink with their employees. I had a manager like that. It was crazy. But
Uh,
when she asked me, she was like, "What do you do outside of work?" I said, "I craft majority of the time." She's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." No, I craft and engage in my hobbies 24/7. That's what I do. But it's always a thing where, like, oh, this person doesn't drink and socialize out of their job, and I'm like, no, I don't do that.
or you just have it. One of these days that might happen. You never know.
I no, I don't do
A
that at
lot of
all.
well, a lot of people they meet some of their best friends at work or next door neighbors or something like that.
Right,
Yeah, you never can tell. Like never say never.
right.
You know.
But I just don't do it because I know how I am, how I am. Like, I just know how I am as a person, like with depression and all that, and being intoxicated. So no, I don't drink with my coworkers. I only have one friend. Now this was years ago. She's also an artist just like me. We both like got along pretty well at my old job. Like this was like I think I was like 25 or 26.
The old days.
And yeah. And she's became like a sister to me. There's only one friend I have that I never went out to drink with her, but after we became friends, like years, we known each other for like 9 years. And, we'll like drink or socialize to have our friend with us. But that's about it. But I don't, once I get employed somewhere, it's not like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my coworkers and drink. No, I don't do that. And they
Good
get bored, like the attitude my manager was
man.
my like the attitude that my manager had was like, is that all you do? I'm like, duh.
I mean, I had some bosses that would party, and I'd go with them too.
I had a manager like that too.
I
I
mean, I had
didn't do that.
like Smithwick, power line guy. Freaking kept me out all night, and then the next day, basically working my ass off, and then I catch him sleeping. The owner of the fucking company, I'm like
Uh-huh.
knocking on his window. Hey, dude, what's up, man? I made sure his ass stayed awake all day. Yeah, the boss or not, owner of the company, I didn't give a crap. Like, dude, you kept
Right.
me up all night, and I told you I had to work today. Like, you're gonna make me work, so you're up, buddy.
Right.
He cut me a break on it though. He didn't give me a hard time.
I'm just eating sunflower seeds, taking a break, and watching Shining Force 3.
Right. So Brian, man,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. When did y'all start doing the game? I hadn't really talked. Clem hadn't really said much about it.
No, there's not much to say. He was just working on some game stuff, screwing around. And I
Right? Yeah, I
said,
knew
and
about that.
I was like, you should make a sub game. And then he did like a little quickie thing. And then
Right.
and then while I was like taking a break from all my other art, I started screwing around.
Right.
So it wasn't much planning into
So,
it.
and here, the reason I asked is this: I knew I was fucking right too. I knew it. he talked about it and just said basically he didn't have a lot of spirit in it. He's like, it's probably just a pipe dream type deal. And I'm like, dude, something's gonna happen.
I don't see why he always thinks these things are pipe dreams. I mean, Steven and I make a couple of games every year. It's not that hard.
Well, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, big giant game, but he kind of explained it later as it's something simple, but
Yeah.
because he works so much, and like when you said you're making for his game, I was like, ha ha ha, I was right. I knew it, dude. Dude, I've been good at that lately. I've been able to predict shit
Well,
like that on accident.
honestly, if we do stick with it, we'll make money on it. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I think too.
I told him. I said, don't feel pressure. I've said if you don't get it done, I'll still take the sprite somewhere to get it made.
Well, I mean, he went to school for animation, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
He's
he
great.
does all that. He knows how to do it. And I'll help any way I can, but I don't know any of the technical things.
Mm.
Like I said, all I can do is draw, but you guys already have that covered, so I just, I'll be a hanger on.
Oh man, God, I'm so
Even though that
freaking
program I
hungry.
have, dude, it does have MIDI music on it. You know what MIDI is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it does have MIDI, which that's what the old games were, is MIDI.
yeah. I
Yeah, so it does have that.
have no doubt you could do what we need done.
I mean, I'll try it, man. I don't know why I wouldn't try it. The track would only be about 3 minutes long, if that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
It's not gonna be long at all.
Right. It's just a loop.
If I can find some of the music Steven's done for our other games, I'll send them your way so you can check them
Yeah,
out.
okay. Like I broke out the finale. The finale I had cost me $500 back in 2004,
Yeah,
and it was a 2005 model edition. And I uploaded it on my computer last year. Son of a bitch, it still works. Everything perfectly, just like it did.
that's
I
great.
thought, man, that is awesome. 20 years later, nearly. No, 15 years later, whatever. Long time.
Okay. I got the sub robot form broken down. What do you think, Monica? How's it look?
I like it.
You like it? That's
Yeah.
good.
It's his fists. Are they chompers?
Yeah, they're
Snapping
chompers,
turtles?
and they'll also shoot out like rockets.
Right. Open up and just.
Monica and I have been watching a series called Gundam with big robots in it. Got me psyched up for this stuff.
uh, well, I know you've seen them, but you just need to re-see the old animations of King Kong and Godzilla.
Gojira.
Godzilla.
Dun, 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 dun,
Hey,
dun, dun,
some of
dun.
those are incredible. Some of the old-timey animations are really good, dude.
Yep.
Especially like the stop motion, the claymation, that
Yeah.
I
type of
know,
stuff.
right?
Ray, Harry, Hazen, whatever. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's really good stuff, man. Like that. What's that one movie?
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans from the '60s.
No,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't that old. The
Which one?
'60s. Well, they had
I'll look it up. I know which one.
what was
Is it?
in it?
Is it Masters or Clash of the Titans? Let me look that
They
up.
had all the Sinbad stuff.
This is a stop motion animation. These Guardians of the Galaxy, is it?
No, that's a new one. Oh my God, Monica.
Oh my goodness.
Eho
Wow.
was a little hottie.
Yeah.
Look at Greg. He looks like one of the frat boys.
Man, no, I can't think of it. It's a animation, but it had like it was like puppet claymation sort of thing, and just they were basically in a spaceship sort of thing. And if you seen it, you would know what I was talking about. You'd be
Gumbo?
like, huh?
Is it gumbo?
No,
No, I know what you're talking about. Crap.
The guy that was like the first like big animator or whatever.
I can't remember the name of it either.
all right, maybe I'll top this.
It's like a Space Force thing.
Yeah, I saw like a special on it, or like they did a documentary on it, I think.
Yeah, or like the Rudolph and Pinocchio in those movies. Those were pretty good too, right? As
Yeah,
far as all the animation.
there's the Rankin Bass stuff.
Good
Dude,
morning.
I cannot even find it. Dang it.
Monica, it's past midnight.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
That's why she said good
Yes,
morning.
good morning.
Never mind. Monica forgot my birthday again.
Happy birthday, baby.
Oh, happy birthday! What? Dang, I don't know if
Yeah,
I
happy
thought
birthday.
I was giving you credit for her forgetting, but I mean, at 2 seconds into it, I don't know.
That's 23 minutes.
Oh, oh yeah, Monica, how dare you? It's not stop motion, is it?
Sorry, I missed it. Whew. Happy birthday.
I'm too tired to do any more on this tonight.
I could have swore it's Guardians of the Galaxy, old version.
Oh my god, no, 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 no. Do not cast him over the bridge.
Oh no,
Anything but that.
not that. No. Mr. Limpet? No, that was a cool show.
Yeah, Don Knotts.
Yeah, man, I love Don Knotts. Huge fan.
But they did that Hercules around the same time as that Clash of the Titan ones, right?
Yep. I need to go check my blood sugar.
See.
You hear that, Monica? It's like thundering outside.
Yeah, I seen the weather, man. It's coming that way. From Dallas to that way. Like Dallas was getting hail and severe weather about a couple hours ago.
What the hell?
What the hell? Dang it, man. See you tomorrow. Uh oh, there's something.